Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Hello, thanks for joining me. With 1/5 of the country still under water and more rain on the way, Pakistan is reeling from the worst floods in living memory. Christian charities are on the ground providing emergency medical care and treatment for waterborne diseases. The Adventist Development and Relief Agency has swung into action, working together with local hospitals and international partners.
The disaster is no longer just about the destructions of homes and property. There are real medical needs. Waterborne diseases are on the increase. Cholera is a major killer in the region. And ADRA Australia is funding emergency healthcare and health education programs to assist over 200,000 people in the region.
Donations to ADRA's Disaster Relief Fund can be made at adra.org. 32 people accepted Jesus when a small army visited 800,000 homes in Australia and New Zealand in the last 12 months. 110 Christian literature evangelists who attended their annual conference held in Brisbane were encouraged by success stories from the last 12 months. They were told a small army of 121 people delivered more than $1.5 million worth of books and personally gave 803 Bible studies during the period. Joe Paola from Melbourne saw 5 of his customers baptised. And 1,226 people were enrolled in a Bible course. The most popular books sold this year were Steps to Christ, My First Bible, Think Big and Great Controversy. 12 French-speaking literature evangelists from New Caledonia and French Polynesia also attended the conference. During the past year, they delivered $78,000 worth of French titles into homes. Concerns about religious freedom are being raised as the Pacific Island nation of Tuvalu prepares to limit church activities. According to the Council for World Mission, the Tuvalu Parliament is preparing to pass a new law. The legislation will give village councils the authority to decide which church groups can worship in their local area. The move comes after missionary activity by the Brethren Church, which some say has been a disruptive influence. Reactions to the proposed law have been mixed.
Whenever our church workers enter a new area, we often try and encourage our workers to consult with the chiefs or other local authorities as a matter of cultural protocol. But to give legal backing to village councils in Tuvalu to present church activities in their local area is, in our view, a threat to people's right to worship freely. We would like to really encourage the Tuvalu government to think this through more carefully before going ahead.
14 Australian volunteers have just returned from Sarawak, where they built a church in just 7 days. The construction of the new church at Rumaluvak was a joint effort by Australians, local Adventist pastors and village volunteers. The Aussies raised $10,000 towards the cost of materials and raised another $10,000 for the printing of the Iban Bible. The Islamic government does not permit Bibles to be brought into Sarawak, but it does allow Bibles to be printed locally. Local church membership has doubled in the last 2 years, so additional churches had to be built. Church leaders in the Sarawak Mission say that of the more than 85 churches built by volunteers, this one was constructed in the shortest time. And in this week's record, Kiwi students build a church in an isolated village. Camp offerings continue to support the establishment of the new Fulton College campus, and the Adventist Church in New Zealand takes a public stand on alcohol. That's the news for this week. Don't forget to collect your record at church or go online to record.net.au for daily updates of breaking Adventist news. Thanks for joining me. I'm David Gibbons.